you want to start by just introducing yourself? I realized something today when we were at the local library, and that was I don't remember learning to read. I remember the very early stages in elementary school or kindergarten or whenever of learning letters, very simple words like Bob, Dad, but I don't remember the process of reading. And I was a kid with dyslexia, so I was a late reader. My parents put me in like tutoring to learn to read, to get better at reading. I remember the middle school phase where I was learning comprehension and working on that. But I have this big gap of learning something that is like the most. I just kind of realized that it's something that I absolutely take for granted. My ability to read, which is very complex, Not only is it just learning the letter sounds and how to sound them out and what sounds they make when they're together, but also exceptions, weird words, the different, sight words, what, if, and, but, because, and then harder words that you have to put together like cerebral, existential, constitution. These are words that I know how to read without even thinking. Like it's not even that I'm reading them; I'm seeing them. I guess they all become sight words, right? Eventually. But isn't that weird? That it is such an incredible feat. When you strip away the fact that everybody knows how to read, to an extent, obviously. But like when you strip all that away, that is an incredible skill that I have almost no knowledge of ever acquiring. Really, like I don't ever acquire it. There's lots of things, like using a computer. I can remember like every stages of getting better with my technical literacy, editing software. I remember every phase of my editing, but because learning to read, what I can only presume is because it's so far away and it's nestled among a forest of all these other things that I learned, it doesn't stand out at all. How weird is that? Math, I remember math. Like I remember learning times tables and addition, and I still kind of suck at that stuff, so maybe that's also why. And I'm not like a particularly profound reader, just in terms of I'm not a big reader. I don't read like novels and stuff hardly ever. I don't know. Do you ever think about that? Think about learning to read. Do you remember it? Do you remember learning to read? I'm not just talking about learning like where you were in school, maybe not even a particular message, but do you really feel the gravity of that journey of not knowing what a single symbol means to now being able to put together the most complex sentences on a written page and then learning to spell as well and grammar, a period? Crazy. Maybe it's just that phenomenon where you think about something too much and it starts to lose meaning. Maybe it's like that applied to this concept, but it was just a thought I had and I thought it was kind of weird.